Hello again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 22. Let's talk dates and how to check whether the given dates are valid or not. We're going to use the date default time zone set function to set the default time zone used by all date and time functions in the script. So kind of this is how it's spelled, like this. Time zone underscore set. And then of course you got your little parentheses, right? And don't forget the semicolon. Let me see. Date default time zone set. Now I want to be set in, because I'm in New York, so I want to set that to MICA. Let me see, America / New York. Let's see, America / New York. That should do it. Let's save it, let's run it. You're not gonna see anything. What happens is, a lot of times if you're like GoDaddy's, I think it runs out of Arizona, I think it is. So that they're using their own dates over there. So when you go check and do things, you're like, wait a minute, how is it possible that I'm like 2 to or depends on what season, 3 hours behind? I mean, I don't get that. But by you doing this, it's gonna say, oh no, you're gonna take the time zone of New York. That's what that is. Now the date function formats, right? A local date and time, and then it returns the formatted date and string. So it'll prints the day, the date, the month, the year. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Time, and the AM, you know, that PM and AM thing, and then of course your slashes to use to add to a string when you're doing a string. So it'll be something like it's weird too. The that took a while, and you're still not gonna know it unless you bring it up as a PHP.net and look for the time zone stuff. Then you'll see it. But like for instance, this one, right? This is L, and it's saying this is lower. Okay, this is the no. It's saying, what is this saying? Maybe I should put this in. Let's do this instead. This would be a full, textual representation of a day. And then you got J, little j, right? That's the day of the month. Then you have like a big S. You got a big S, and that gives you, it's like the English ordinary suffix for the day of the month, that 2-character thing. Like you know how you have like Saturday and I don't know, Thursday, those kind of things. That's what that gives you. Then you have your slashes, your this. It's just a string, so when you string some things up, use this. Okay, so then you have your cap F, that would be like the month, like January through, you know, Jan through December, you know. Then you have Y, of course, that would be the 4-digit representation of a year, right? Then you have, why does it do this? You know, jeez. Then you have C, which I don't really use, and that is the ISO 8601 date. I'll show you that in a second. You know, like the one that has, you know, comes up like 2023, and then you got like the freaky month, and then the day, then you got like this T, and of course your time stuff, you know, 12, I mean, clock, that kind of thing. That's what that is. So like real quick, the ISO 8601 is an international standard covering the worldwide exchange and communication of data and time-related data. It is maintained by the ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. Yeah, you kind of learned that when you do the introduction to computers and stuff. But you can use the date function using like 3, you know, your slashes and your stuff. So we'll do that in a second, but first let me show you, if you echo your date dot like this, and you want to echo the actual thing. Remember all those little things like L, J, S, then you got your little teeny little bracket thing there. Maybe we'll do this to give it a, then we say F, and then we say Y, what else, and then we have your time, which is that hours, minutes, and seconds. So if we do that, plus remember that A and then, so you can see A. So let's do this. We'll probably pass that moment of it. Oh no, we're still there. There you go, AM, because it was AM, you know. That's basically it, really. I mean, let's break it down to more like simple stuff like echo, and let's say date. I like to use time mostly, but because it gives you both things. But you say date slash M slash D, that will give you a simple, you know. Of course, don't forget to put these things in quotes. How about if we kind of do different ones? Let's do 1, 2, maybe one more. I have to remember. Let me see, we got the normal one. Then if we do the smaller y, d, smaller d, then we got we could say y and a dot. Then we could say something like D and a hyphen and an M and a hyphen and a Y. You know, something's going to be all bunched up together. So why don't we add this into all of them? Give it to all of them. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Think I'm gonna get an error this again. Did I? Okay, we don't need this anymore. You can leave it. Who cares? There you go. And this particular one, that top. How do we do this? I really shouldn't have. Let me see. This is today's date. Should have done a double thing. That's okay. You got. Remember I tell you all this stuff. Tuesday, 19 September. This little thing here. This is like an escape for this guy here. You got September 23, the year and then the date. Then on this ones, you got just, I don't know, the year, the 09, and the D, I mean the day, like the month and day. In this particular one, it's just giving you the 23, just the last part of it, which is the month and the date. And in this particular, how many do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got that one, and then this one has the day, the month, and the year. Simple as that. That's all it is. You can even create date like hour, minutes, and seconds, months, day, year of your own by using a thing called make time. It's like making your own time instead of taking it from the system itself. I just want to let you know that this returns the Unix timestamp. This. The timestamp is like a sequence of characters, which we talked about, right? Sequence of characters denoting like the date and or the time at which a certain event occurred. So you can, you know what I mean? That's when you say, oh, this is the timestamp that I did this, timestamp that I did that, you know. So the MK time is a built-in PHP function. I had it for a while that allows you to create a Unix timestamp based on a given set of parameters. So you give them a whole bunch of parameters here. So let's do a let's import, since you know we're making it up. This is your timestamp, and let's do, because I don't care, no, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't care. 12, 20, how about 07, I like 07, and 1959, that's kind of cool. And of course don't forget this dummy. Now echo, I want to say important date. Right, important date. Let's see. This is how you could do it when you start using this stuff. You could say date slash. Then you can do the L like we saw before. F, the M, and this, and the D, and the Y. And we'll do the big Y so we can see the 4 digits. Then of course you got your time, and this would be I, S, and then of course your A. And of course don't forget your semicolon, otherwise you just would, you know, why don't we add something? We did create it here. Let's add this into this too. So we're gonna do dot this dot, so we could jump down. Man, that person next door got that TV loud that I can hear it through the walls. Huh. Thin walls, man. I can't wait to get out of here. Shouldn't have sold my house. Had a beautiful home. Big mansion, man. It's beautiful. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got this, and let's see, hopefully I don't get an error. Let's do this. Of course, obviously I was going to get an error. There's the reason why. Why would there be a reason for me to, I forgot that they don't like. Yeah, I should have seen it. It was kind of like this color here, so I knew there was a kind of problem. But I forgot to mention, and I think I'm gonna one of the videos I'm gonna do like the real basic part. But the PHP doesn't like when you do dashes on certain parts. Use the underscore, as you can see. I went like this, and it made this. Didn't like it. I ignored it, but didn't like it. This is what they like. So if we do this, boom, it works. See, it says important date. This was Tuesday, September, which is today. In my important date, this looks lousy. I don't like the way that looks. Why would it do that? But hey, it did it. Boot to. This is the maybe I should have just put this up here. You know why? Because I hate the way this looks. So why don't we just do this? Just take this out of there. Let's see. There you go. That's cool. It's gonna give me a crud. That's better. Oh. There you go. Gives it to you with all these craziness, and then you calculate and stuff like that. We'll probably get to it right now. So what we do is we say now how to convert the number to the equivalent of month name. So what we do is we could say let's say month num. Let's say 12, of course. And then we say dollar month name equals to the date. Okay, we could put then we could say make time. I'll explain that. Let's do so I don't care about that. I don't really care about this. I don't care about this. I only care about what's here. They're breaking the sidewalk out there. It's always something. That's why the rent goes up all the time, man. It's beautiful out here, but grass, trees, all kinds of stuff, but still get bears once in a while. And then let's do the echo, and of course deers and foxes. Okay, let's see. Did I spell that right? Is there anything here that's gonna break? Let's see. Hope it's not bunched up. See, December. It took the month of December. Didn't care. Made it. It just made it. The zone. So, you know what I wanted to do? I don't know. Wonder if it gives you different numbers. Yeah, well, obviously it will. Let's see, 1971. And it will give you, different numbers. See? Okay, that's the calculation number from that time on. I took all that crap out. I'll show you later. So we did that. Now here's a way to get numbers, the number of days in a month. So you can kind of, let's do this. I like to skip down 2 times, you know. We could say echo, here's the num of days in, I guess we could kind of go like this and put a space here. We'll do this, then we'll go like this because I want to show date, and that would be M. Then don't forget your, nope, not yet. Let's do this too. That would say total days date. Let's see if this won't break. See, this is red, so it won't break. If I would have did something, well, I don't know. Forget it. I was going to put a slanted thing, but I don't know where to get that. So here's the number. Okay, let's go here. Let's run it. Here's the number of days, September, total days equal. What happened here? Of course, this is what happened. I'll tell you what, let's put a little space. See, hey. Take this out. Now you got it. Because I made it as part of the string. There you go. Total days, 30. So let me show you how to check whether the given dates are valid or not. We do this by using the check date function. Let's let's do this. You know something, let's get rid of this crap. Check date function. It's like check date, like kind of like that. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna use, you know, we do this by using the check date function, right? So it is used to validate Georgian date. You know, the Georgian date is like a range, a valid range for the calendar is, I think it was more like November, no, 24, 25, and the year was way before Christ, 4712 or 40. I read it somewhere once, to like December, you know, 31. This is the last day of the year, to like a huge number like 9999 after death. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's the valid range, somewhat. So you can take the month of February and check if that month has 30 days, right? So let's take this out. And let's put in, let's do a var dump. How about that? Var dump. How about if we do 2 var dumps? Let's do another one. So this will do a line break. Oh my god, I got a headache. Let's do a line break. We're gonna put that check right in there. Check date, and we're going to put 2, which is 2/30 of 2023. Let's put another parentheses. In fact, let's do this and just put in 29. So February 29. See, false. How about if we wait? Let's go down to 2008. No. Well, anyway, this is how you check, because you will have to guess which one is leap year. We'll have to find it, but you understand. This is how you check. You can also set a function called getDate to return the date and time info of a timestamp. I mean, you could do that. So if you go over here, let's take this out. If you go here and say $my_date, and you say get date, right? And then in parentheses, you're going to call remember the date function we just showed you a few minutes ago? Date, then that. Then, of course, you're going to get that you'll see what I mean. And then you're going to say echo. We're just going to put it together as a string, or does it really matter? Who cares? Let's put it together. My date, and then you're going to say because it creates a variable, an array. You go date, then you got your comma, let's do this, and let's do that. Let's see, we could do the day, weekend, weekday, we could do the month. Let's do month. Then we do day. Then you do the year. Let's do another one. The year. Take this out. Then you go, oh, give me a second. So just to seat there for a second. Let's see. There you go. Tuesday, Thursday, it's a 2003, September, it is a Tuesday. I mean, I can kind of do this instead. Makes it better looking. Then we can kind of put a space here. Kind of helps it out a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool, right? Like when you do this, like print. There you go. Matter of fact, let me just put, let's echo the pre's for the pre-formats. Let's copy, close, and put the closing. There you go. See, remember I told, what was it? Tuesday, what was it? Your weekday, Tuesday, see, weekday. That's what that was. Month was that. Now, isn't that cool? There are all kinds of functions with their qualifiers. Get data, return associated array, right? Which what this is. containing the data information, which is what this is, right? Because it's an array and it's an associated array, the key value, right? So I mean, it's that simple. Now the pre, I'm not mentioning that, but the pre, of course, is pre full. Oops, why I always do that? Format it like that. It displays the text exactly as it's written in the code, and you've been seeing that throughout the few videos already. It is very useful when you want to look at it. Remember you saw the first time and had that, you didn't have it, and it was like, oh my god, how can I read that? This way you could kind of, look at it much better. Well, we reached the end, and if you enjoyed this video and you learn about timestamp, please hit the time button and subscribe to my channel. This will help grow my channel. On the next video, I will talk more about advanced PHP, the include and require statement. So until next time, hey, good.